Welcome to the Scottish Rite Journal podcast, an audio presentation of the Scottish Rite Journal, brought to you by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. This week's article is The Secret Symbol of the Key in Masonry, Literature, and Ivory by Brother Arthur Patrick, 32nd degree, KCCH, and comes from the May-June 2025 issue of the Scottish Rite Journal. In his Historical Landmarks and Other Evidences of Freemasonry, the venerable Masonic scholar George Oliver writes, "The key is one of the most important symbols of Freemasonry. It bears the appearance of a common metal instrument, confined to the performance of a simple act. Yet in Freemasonry, it is a most expressive symbol of silence and refers to that system of secrecy which teaches Masons to keep a tongue of good report and to abstain from the debasing vices of slander and defamation." Here, we will briefly examine the symbolism of the key in literature and in Freemasonry, including the Scottish Rite. In antiquity, the key was regarded as a symbol of silence and prudence. In his Encyclopedia of Freemasonry, Albert Mackey directs us to the ancient Greek tragedian Sophocles, who alludes to this meaning in Oedipus at Colonus, the second of his Theban play trilogy. In this tragedy, we witness the exile of the tragic figure of King Oedipus, who has blinded himself after receiving too much light into the rash actions of his past. At one point, the chorus, which acts as a sounding board to Oedipus, speaks of those who cherish the mystic rites they none betray, ere on his lips is laid secrecy's golden key, by their own acolytes. This passage encourages us to wonder if secrecy's golden key, had it remained locked, could have shielded Oedipus from his tragic fate. We also meet with another golden key in one of the Kinder- und Hausmärchen, the fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm. This very short tale, the golden key, reads in its complete form. In the wintertime, when deep within the recesses of the snow lay on the ground, a poor boy was forced to go out on a sledge to fetch wood. When he had gathered it together and packed it, he wished, as he was so frozen with cold, not to go home at once, but to light a fire and warm himself a little. So he scraped away the snow, and as he was thus clearing the ground, he found a tiny gold key. Hereupon he thought that where the key was, the lock must be also, and dug in the ground and found an iron chest. "If the key does but fit it," thought he, "no doubt there are precious things in that little box." He searched, but no keyhole was there. At last he discovered one, but so small that it was hardly visible. He tried it, and the key fitted exactly. He then turned it once around, and now we must wait until he has quite unlocked it and opened the lid, and then we shall learn what wonderful things were lying in that box. Here we are presented with a golden key unlocking a box from below the earth, symbolizing hidden depth and perhaps knowledge within the self. Readers are left in perplexity at the story's end, never learning what wonderful things were lying in the box. Perhaps this is well, as the human imagination must seek for itself the ideal that golden keys and hidden boxes conceal. This is certainly the Freemason's search, should he truly wish to become a master of the royal secret. This key also directly appears in the symbolism of Freemasonry. It is, for instance, the jewel of a treasurer of a lodge, who keeps funds of the lodge concealed until they are needed. Yet it is the ivory key, so prominent in the 4th degree of the Scottish Rite, which especially commands our attention. It represents, not unlike the promise of the Brothers Grimm tale, a key to self-knowledge. The ivory key is emblematically placed beyond a balustrade in the east and has a curious association with the letter Z. It is worn on a collar proclaiming clavis ad mysterium, or key to the mysteries. It teaches circumspection and like virtues of Freemasonry. Indeed, what is one taught as a secret master? The duty of secrecy and silence. Per the Scottish Rite Ritual and Monitor Guide, this key is also emblematic of the justice and uprightness that will unlock and reveal the concealed mysteries contained in the higher degrees. As mentioned earlier, the symbolic jewel of the Scottish Rite 4th degree also displays the letter Z on the wards, also to be likened to the Hebrew letter Zion. The key, without the letter Z, is likewise examined as a symbol of secrecy in the Royal Arch Degree of Freemasonry's York Rite. We would do well to wonder why this key is made of ivory. Ivory makes up the tusks of some animals, such as elephants and walruses. Ivory often has been associated with great wealth, but appropriate to the ivory key has spiritual and biblical associations as well. One famous instance is in the biblical Song of Solomon, in which ivory is employed to convey the beauty of the bride. Thy neck is as a tower of ivory, chapter 7, verse 4. In 2 Chronicles, chapter 9, verse 17, King Solomon made a great throne of ivory and overlaid it with pure gold. Whether of gold, of ivory, or accompanying the mysterious Z, whose true meaning is known only by the initiate, the key in Freemasonry and literature is a fundamental symbol of the ineffable in the universe and the search for that which exercises the imagination and is concealed within the self. Like and share this article, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you wish to comment, please leave one, and as a reminder, hit the notifications bell. Any accompanying photographs or citations for this article can be found in the corresponding print edition. The Scottish Rite Journal is published by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. Mark Dreisenstock, 33rd Degree, Managing Editor. I'm your host, Matt Bowers.